Right, okay. You know the right analog stick and the left hand start? You push the button in on the analog sticks. That's L3 and R3. Push them in. Pick it up. Where from, love? Well, the shop, yeah, that little corn shop, yeah. Yeah, I know one. All right then. Yeah, I might not be there yet. Did you? Curry and chips by any chance? Yeah, you can get one of them. Oh, Yellow Belly, you alright, mate? You're working at the moment. Oh. I'm lucky, I've been furloughed this week, but I've still got to go in to do a bit of training, which I find a bit odd. I'm trying to work out what the best display options. I don't think 16.9 will do this game any justice. Yeah, I've got a week off technically, but I haven't, if you know what I mean. Oh bollocks, this comes with scan lines. I don't want scan line, it's gross. That's too small. Pixel Perfect is even worse. Oh, I'll go for that. It's going to look naff. All stretched. Oh god, that looks bloody awful. I'm going to exit this game. I think this is the Japanese version. Just go back, see what they're see if this is any better. Oh, I've got a big bloody border on it now. 36-hour shift, oh my life. Bloody hell, how are you going to do they let you have like an hour of sleep or something, or take it to somewhere you can rest your head, isn't there? 36 hours, Christ. Longest shift I've ever done, that was 27 hours. That was an overnighter in Birmingham for a company that was doing terracotta pots. But we had to like have a 2-hour break. 2 2-hour breaks. Trouble is though, I suppose if they need you, you're always there on call. Yellow, you doing anything next weekend for the next Sunday, or are you gonna have a break up, you know? I wouldn't blame you if you have a breather, to be honest. There was me moaning about 2 hours training this morning. Oh, of course, yes, Pete Walker, yeah, he did mention it. I think you did, actually. That'll be bloody hilarious. He's a top bloke, is Pete. Anna was fantastic last night. Surprised how many of her members are quite similar to my own. She must be about the same age group. But she did say Sylvester McCoy was her Doctor Who, so probably a bit younger than me. I would say a bit younger because Matterport, I sort of like I say, my next door neighbour had a lot of the toys she was into, and he was a bit younger than me, so that Matterport was brilliant. I was a bit jealous, you know, I was a bit too old to play with that sort of thing, but you saw the figures, it came with like an entire crew of each ship, basically. I'm surprised Star Wars didn't capitalise on that, minifigures and like miniature spaceships. Yeah, that was brilliant. What was it? Skeleton Crew. You know what? I've got the Retro Pi downstairs. I'm going to dust it off later. Have a blast on that myself. And again, as Anna said, they killed the Mega Drive off just a bit too early. I think they were too busy experimenting with the Mega CD and the 32X. Sadly neglecting the core Mega Drive players at the time. Never had a 32X. It was a good looking bit of kit as well. Oh, walk right into that. Like a miniature nuclear bomb on top of the Mega Drive. My cousin had it, he had the Star Wars on that. And it was a really good game from what I remember. They released the miniature Mega Drive a couple of years ago, and I had one for a while. I ended up giving it to my son for his birthday present because he's getting into retro gaming. And you could get like a kit, basically a Tower of Power, and it added like a miniature, it didn't work, but a miniature Mega CD. Then you had like an action replay unit. No, you had the 32X on top of that. Then you had the action, no, get it right. 32X, Mega CD, Mega Drive, then 32X, Master System Converter, Action Replay Unit, and it made the little unit stand about a foot tall almost. Just a bit of fun, just to help take up a bit of shelf space, but I hate this section. It comes from behind all the time. Usually the best place for it. Oh. Yeah, deserve that. Yeah, the Raspberry Pis, you know, basically all these mini consoles, that's what they are. They are a Raspberry Pi unit. And they do a good job of emulating the original hardware, for the most part. I'm having enough time on this game. In fact, I'm going to exit this one. I'm not enjoying it now. Gambling and boozing, give up when you're not having fun. Arcade Contra. Hey, you're doing a bit of work on that Amstrad, aren't you? The little mini CPC with a proper clicky button keyboard. How are you doing with that? You nearly completed on that, or you're still working on it at the moment? I'd love to see a proper. Yeah, you're right. This is it. I mean, a lot of emulate. This company here, M2, does the, because basically this is the Mega Drive, the Super Nintendo, NES, even the Game Boy game. They've done the Castlevania collection, and they've worked on quite a few other like retro games, brought them back onto modern consoles. And I couldn't tell the difference if there's any lag or anything. I read game reviews and they're always complaining, oh yeah, this game lags badly. Well, you'd really have to be playing these games. Yeah, looking forward to seeing the finished product on that. Hopefully, I'll get paid this week, so I should be able to pre-order a copy of your book. Well, it won't be a pre-order, yeah, they're ready to dispatch, aren't they? Which button was it to... Right, it was that button, okay. Saves the control pad a bit of wear and tear, stick it on auto fire, rapid fire. Yeah, you're a busy man, Yellow. Got to give you credit there. But with you working and Andrew staying up till God knows how long, you still managed to find time to do the things you do. Brilliant. I'll probably order it via my partner Claire, her PayPal account. It'll make a nice addition to this little game dream I've got going on here actually. Brilliant. Rapid fire so fast, I'm pretty sure it's killing off half me shots. Maybe the next stage infinitely harder. I relied too heavy on that. Brilliant. I think pretty much everyone's ordering a copy of that. And always worth having a first edition of anything. You never know. Not that I'd sell it, but there might well be a collector out there that, you know, wants anything Amstrad related and seeing the dogs, shut up! Neil Bowser, who are you trying to ignore? All I hear is Snoop ignoring me stupid. I don't know if she's on about me or the other dog. Could quite well be me. Oh, my daughter's just had her 12th birthday and we got her a PS4 and she's out there now playing her own copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh yeah, but my kids don't mind a bit of innuendo sweat, they hear enough off me anyway. Especially when I get a kebab order wrong, it comes out there without the salad and use the C word in front of my daughter a couple of weeks ago. God, that went down like a dog turd. No one should have to hear me swear like that over food. I didn't even mean to swear like that, I just embarrassed myself there. Yes. I remember at school when everyone thought, yeah, the Amiga, this is as good as it's ever going to get. We thought that was the height of little did we know, it got better. I was having a look on my RetroPie, I think there's actually a GX4000 emulator on there. I don't think it's an official, you know, RetroArch one. Effing insane, I've replaced it, in front of the kids I tried to use the words fudge and caramel as a soft option. Yeah. Don't fucking believe me when I say it. This is what I hate about this game. Turn rapid fire off with the laser, or you get like that action going on. Ooh, oh bollocks. Tell you what, if there's any companies interested, they might pick up your idea for a mini and could even go to mass production. With your name behind it, Phil, that'd be ideal. Oh shit on it, I thought I was doing alright there. When I was younger, I used to be able to complete this game on one credit. Maybe you could aim for the French market. They loved it over there. It's weird because I knew more people that had a CPC back. Well, I assume I knew more people that had a CPC. That's probably because I mentioned it and they were like, oh yeah, I got one of them. That's when we started our black market club at school, you know. Bring in a blank tape, pay me £1, and we'll load up whatever game you want on it, and well, go uptown on Saturday. It was great. So we have a load of blank tapes, double tape deck recorder. We spend a weekend recording the game we just bought from wherever, and done it. It would be nice if it, you know, did take off big time. Yeah, I used to have to get a bit of cotton wool or a bit of tape over it. Recording over like my sister's record collection. So we're recording from the Sunday, whatever it was, the top 40. Would end up being Renegade or Greiser by Monday morning. She'd go fucking nuts. What am I getting? When I try to play I don't know, love. Mum, he's recording games on my music again. Fucking dad would give me a roasted. We had one kid at school, because he had a fucking, he had a disc, what was it, 6128? We couldn't do many copies. Oh, you lot are breaking the law, I'm going to report you. Oh, fuck off, mate, just because you got a disc drive, you big-headed twat. Couldn't get in on the action, you see, and you got jealous. That's what I will say about the tape. The main advantage over disc drive, in fact, probably the only advantage. Oh, this is a one loop version, right? Okay, I remember this game. You used to be able to go back round. In fact, I've got the Amster version of this, the arcade game of Contra, and it does. It loops. I'm a bit of this. Yeah, now I'm playing this one on widescreen. Miserable Bug should have invested in that. You know. In fact, our teacher's getting in on the action as well. He'd give us a tape, you know, and if he wanted anything, we'd do him a copy. We had to do this for free because he allowed us to go on behind closed doors. Our little. What have I got it set to? Should be on hard set. No. Okay, now I'll try it. There we go. Actually, come out of this, I think the Japanese version's even better. It had it's called Contra Spirits, and had a third setting, a fourth setting, sorry. Am I right? There we go. It's certainly the hardest version of the game. No, I was wrong. Might be the other Contra game. Ooh, a fraction slower actually this version, I don't know why. Bugger me, this is no harder. In fact, those dogs aren't even chasing me. If I beat this game, I'm going to tell everyone it was the hard version. Yeah, I miss the nostalgia of being able to copy games. Ooh, Barry doesn't last as long on this version. I'd love to see a homebrew version of this appear on the Amstrad as Geyser Free or something, but I would really, that would be brilliant if they could, you know, someone out there might be able to program something, obviously a cut down version of this game. bollocks. Never mind. Beat it anyway. I mean, if anyone did manage to take up the challenge of making this onto the Amstrad's library, fair play to her. I wouldn't expect mode 7 or anything like that. Hi love, you alright? How are you getting on with Grand Theft Auto Rose? You killed them all? Are you doing the story mode or are you online yet? Well, so much that claimed by Japanese that Western game players aren't any good at games and need easier versions. Sorry Japan, you got it wrong with this one. Where's the crash gone from blue to yellow on here as well? That weapon should be a... Right, these characters aren't Bill Riser and Lance Bean. These are, if I'm right, Mad Dog and Scorpion. Bollocks, bro, what'd you do that for, kid? Yeah? It's pushed left on the control pad. Was it right? It's the control pad anyway. Since I last played that game, I think they've added a couple of new stations. Are you on the main game then, the story mode? Right. Oh, man alive, I'm getting hammered here. For fuck's sakes. Just every pickup going then. Fuck it, I'm going back to Minecraft if this carries on. Shut up, Snoop. You're boring me now. Come on. Yeah. Certain enemies are definitely easier to defeat on this version. When I cock up like that, I deserve to have my toys taken away from me. Could have done that as a secondary weapon, but still. See what I get. You know. Oh well. Hard mode, that. Yeah, and bad stage 3 on 1 continue. Remember when I first played this game, I couldn't get off the first bloody level. Oh, I must have been about 13 or 4, no, probably about 15 when I first played it. The Super Nintendo had been out for a few years, but I hadn't got around to getting one because parents couldn't afford it, basically. Evening, Johnny. Yeah, good tip that, mate. I should be doing a light stream every night, nothing major or heavy, but I've got a week of furlough again. I'm quite happy about. I'll be on marbles this week as well. Oh bollocks! Yeah, I didn't want to lose it. How you doing, Johnny? Losing all the good weapons here. These bastards, they're ruining me. Getting wrecked. Whoop. Look at an Olympic basketball player in a wheelchair, this guy without the wheelchair. Here it comes, a giant Terminator, my favourite scene. Bev, come watch a classic game being played. You've played Grand Theft Auto. It's the Terminator thing. This is from proper Super Nintendo game. This. I've got it. The thing is, I've got this on that mini Super Nintendo. To be honest, not too bad. The company have done it because we haven't got many. We've got our holidays all booked. Everyone's got 3 weeks in the middle of the year, so they're doing us a favour, really. You know, so well, we'll give you this. You'll only have to pay so many hours back, And to reduce it, they've put a bit of training in, 2 hours a day for 3 days. So that's 6 hours, 2 hours a day. So yeah, that'll be 6 hours, which is probably what we have to pay 8 hours, but so we'll only owe the company 2 hours, which ain't too bad for a week off. So it's a fair deal. They're basically just trying to help us out with like time off and that, just give us a breather. Hey bastard, how do you avoid all that? Yeah, you know, like I say, it's not only that, they timed it to coincide with the bank holiday as well. I don't think our local cheese rolling up Cooper's Hill is going ahead this year. Oh, bloody hell, how did I... Johnny, I could do with a top tip about now, mate. I'm having a real shitter here. Don't die as a... It's when I ought to be... That miserable bastard, the brown one, he's the one that keeps doing me head in. Oh, right. It said 1 life there. Now, this is where the Japanese version is different to like the American and UK release, European release. When you've got 1 life, it actually means you've got 1 life in reserve, not the life there and then. So these 3 lives are literally what you've got. Although, to be fair, I do think it says 2 lives on the other versions. This is it, Johnny. I've got the hard version here. I'm playing on the playing on the hard mode, but the Japanese version, which I thought was harder, after playing it, clearly isn't. I mean, I've for the most part, the bosses have been a lot easier. No excuses. I'm just playing like an absolute twat. It's all on me. Ghouls and Ghosts Resurrection, which I thought was going to be a Switch exclusive game, has been announced for PS4, which I'll be buying at the end of next month when it comes out. You fucking bastard, get out of it. Ah. Right, I'm going to turn him into paraplegic. Oh, you muppet, have it. Paraplegic, there you go. Yes, right, I'm being a tight bitch when it comes to that, Johnny. I'm not going to lie, I'm going to wait for the... because guarantee, by October, that game will shoot down in price. They did it with all the Resident Evil games. Creepy looking game though, especially, it's like a mix of Resident Evil 7 and 4, so it's like The village, basically the settings, I'm pretty sure it's the same village that was in Resident Evil 4. Pretty certain about that. One of my favourite games of all time. Yeah. About 12 foot tall, isn't she? My favourite one so far, the remake Resident Evil 2. Have you seen the have you seen the mod where they're naked? Especially Claire Redfield. Have a look on YouTube. I'm not going to... Oh, fucking hell, I've just pressed 2 play. What the fuck have I done here? Oh, right. Fuck that right out. Why? What have I done? Were there any differences to the Japanese version of the original Contra? Actually, let me explain something about the original Contra. The Japanese version, that's Greiser. It means Greiser, apparently. Or does it? Super Greiser? Yeah. Ooh, very hard. Now that wasn't on the original arcade version of Greiser. Let's have a look. See what the difference is. I think there's some frogmen that jump out on the first level that weren't on the... Right, the fire button's now where the jump button was on the last game. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, frogmen. That's the difference there. And enemies running from behind, the bastards! No, I didn't... Right. exit, I'll give up. Play it properly. As nature intended. Such a fanny, I can't do it. Keep this between me and you and the rest of YouTube. Oh, you know what? I might go for a laser run. I normally I Yeah, the Japanese version of this is harder than the European version. Hello darling, you alright? You know what? It looks boring, yeah, well you just come off your Grand Theft Auto, go back to it kid. You stick to your modern games love, I'm happy playing old crap. What does a 12-year-old girl know about gaming, eh? Hey? Hey? Fuck all that sort. My game's not an acquired taste, Rose. This is developed like, you know, like people that can drink wine for a living. It's an expertise. No, not nerd. Yep, yeah, nerd. Oh, I've got Dragon Spirit on there. I quite like it, Johnny, gotta say. There was a sequel, what was it called? It was Dragon Spirit, what was the sequel called? It was Dragon... Oh, what the... I can't remember the name of it. Basically the same game, and a lot, you know, the graphics have boosted a bit. I like Dragon Spirit, it's fact that you can bomb the enemies as well as shoot down the flying ones. Like the Twin Bee games, that's the same sort of setup basically. When you power up your dragon, it grows an extra head, so you could have 3 heads at one point. And are you playing it on that stream at the moment? I've got my account set up, but I'm no bloody good at getting into any of the games at the moment. I tried streaming it on the laptop the other night. But then again, I'm with Virgin Media, so what to expect? We're getting a signal booster tomorrow, so hopefully things should be better. Yeah, Missy's got to pick up, that's what we were on about earlier, we've got to pick up a signal booster, so looking forward to that actually. Pay this company all this money, you know, they say, oh yeah, we'll give you the best broadband, top of the line, you know. They've never given you the best broadband, they never will. They're holding back all the time. Because they know that, especially with the lockdown, they know us perhaps going to pay the money. You stop giving them the money, they've got to start giving the goods. People just don't seem to realise that. I was intending to do a laser gun stream on this. Again, I've stuck to the spread fire. Oh bollocks. My favourite run on this was pick up the weapon, every weapon you come across, if you can get hold of it. Oh, they're hideous. If they're too near a TV, it's game over. You've got literally no signal elsewhere in the house. Trouble is, when they put your thing in, your wire to the TV is where, next to where the routers are always like hardwired. They're next to the bloody TV sockets anyway, so you've got no option. It's almost done deliberately so that they know they can know, yeah, we'll fuck it up, so you've got to get the best equipment, charge the extra for it, and just doesn't do the job. Oh, Mary, what have I done? On the next run and gun stage where we're going left to right, I'll show you what I mean. I said it on Zypho's channel a few weeks ago about you can't do point farming on this game. Yeah. Yeah. Well, before we had Virgin Media, it was a company called Telewest. It was, I don't know if it was just a local thing or a nationwide, but they were fantastic. The only problem was they wouldn't pay online or over the phone. You had to actually go to their little office to pay in person. Really weird setup, but the service is good, really good. Not only that, well, I had an appointment with Dad years ago. We first got cable TV. I must have been about 16. My older brother, he racked up a hell of a bill watching the porno channels. My dad didn't know he'd subscribed to them, you see. And that was why my brother was so keen to go down there and pay the bill. And because it was itemised, he'd go down and try and hide it. He fucking found it under his bed one day and went ballistic. You've been watching these channels, have you? He insisted on paying half the bill. Oh, I'll pay it. No one knew why. Weren't that the phone bill though? He was ringing the bait station. Talking to Becca on a Friday night. We thought Becca was a girl he met down the pub. No, it's the girl that was on the telly on the channel in his bedroom. What a wanker. Yeah, I thought he had a girlfriend. Well, she was everyone's girlfriend for the right price. £3.49 a minute. Yeah, Mo, I'll go down to Telly West over in Stafford and I'll pay the bill for it, you know. Pay half. Mind you saying that, I got a bollocking off the old man. I remember watching back-to-back Friday the 13th films and I was hiring them at the time. And I didn't realise that they were like free. The hire price was about £3 a film. And back then there was 9 films when it first, yeah, there was about 9 films. So 3 9s, what was that? 45 quid. So 35 quid. Fucking hell, my man went mad. 35 quid on our films, you could have bought the fucking video collection for that. Didn't have the art to tell him already had it on video. Oh, for God's sake, I've just realised something there. Because I've gone out of a... You can turn the rapid fire off. Oh, and the button down doesn't do fuck all when you're... Alright, let's play it again. Oh yeah, I was going to show you this trick. It's about point farming on this game. If you stay in one screen without progressing at all, do it on the Japanese version, or I'll just stay here for a minute. I'll bounce around here because on there's a high school mode on the Arcade Archives version of this. I don't know if it's just put in for that. Stay on the screen, it's got a bit more action going on. I mentioned it on Zypho's channel a couple of weeks back, Johnny. If you try and point farm, you should incur the wrath of some... Well, go where it can get some points, you know, I think you need... It's about 80,000 points. Some satellites chase you down on this game. I'm not sure if it happens on any other version, I only noticed it on this one. It's about, yeah, this screen here. There we go. So when the enemies are piling through, because after a while they do start coming from behind. So if I stay there they can't get me anyway. How many of these bastards have I got to kill her? So this was the old point spot farming area on the game originally. I'm not sure if this has been programmed in recently or what, but there should be a point where they start turning their back and coming from the other direction. Then after a while, they should bring on the satellites. And 4 of them will home in on you. Come on, there we are. Get on with it. Because obviously you can get as many lives as you want as well when you've got when you hit a certain point percentage. Is it 50,000? I'll find out in a second. No. Okay. Maybe it don't do it on this mode. Oh, perhaps it isn't on this version. Oh, bollocks to that. If I had known that, I'd have done this in the arcade game. Wouldn't work because you get 10 million points when you complete the game anyway, so you'd be nowhere near the high score. Nowhere near. No one appearing from behind yet? No, come on. So is it just that version of the game? I'll get to 80,000, if nothing happens I'll move on. Ah, hang on, there we go. First one from behind, there we go. Basically stops you retaining high scores without having to do much work. Eventually it should get so pissed off 4 satellites appear and twat me. In the efforts, come on. Oh yeah, it's getting a bit urgent now, there's 4 on screen at once. I've never got to 90,000 on this before. Will I get it there? Will I get it? Will I get it? Oh! 90,000 on the first level. And there they are. Blink and you miss it moment there. Definitely. It does on the that certainly comes in earlier on the arcade archives to stop the point farming on the high score mode. But straight off the bat you got 115,000 on the first level. I mean, before that the most you normally get would be about, on a good run, 36, 40,000. And because this is a time level anyway, you wouldn't have to worry about that. Yeah, Zypho, congratulations to you, mate, as well, if you get a chance to watch this video. 5,000 subs. Brilliant work there. Great milestone. This has got to be the most pointless weapon going. Well, I don't know, actually, it's not too bad on this level. Yeah, I don't have to move too much. I'm watching a video earlier on an Amstrad game, North and South. I haven't played that in years, and the video I ended up watching was Zypho's long playing review. One of those games I'd long forgotten about, but apparently it's been remade. I've got to look on the PlayStation. If it's on there, I might end up buying it this weekend. You know what? Screw the yeah, the Amstrad version looked really good from what I've seen of it. It's I didn't watch all of Zypho's long play of it, but might be a game where if it comes, you know, if the subject comes up for a game request on a Friday night, I'm definitely going to ask them to give us a demo of that. Yeah, to be fair, the Amstrad version looked pretty good. Not quite Amiga perfect, obviously, but a really fair attempt. Come on, you red jumping beam, where are you? There we are. Ah, right. Turn the rapid fire off, because this game, where the arcade wouldn't allow it, obviously, allows a rapid fire by pressing L1. But you can't get a decent long shot in on the with rapid fire turned on, so yeah, this is the best weapon for the tunnel section. I gotta be honest, I'm surprised North and South didn't feature more heavily on Zypho's streams. It's a really good game from what I saw of it, like I said, and I remember it looking a bit like Back to the Future 3 at the time. Which kind of put me off it back when it first came out. Oh man alive. Do. Can't believe I used to be able to do this on one credit. That was in the days before I could play it with a rapid fire. What the fuck got me there? Cheeky bastards. I hate it when you get wiped out by something, an unseen bullet, or I don't know if it was residue off that laser cannon or whatever, but that's frustrating. I flinched then, did you see that? I actually jumped. These like ceiling mace things, they're a ball ache, aren't they? Oh. this was always a great help. Get the barrier because it increases the slowdown, what with those little sprites animating around the character. And that bit of lag and slowdown, especially in a game like this, is so useful to being able to power through certain sections. I mean, we all moan about slowdown in certain games, but when you can use it to your own benefit, well, go with it. Even if you don't need the barrier, John, I mean, at the end of the day, those little sprites rotating around your player. You think though, in modern ports of games like this, especially from games that are, what, 30 years old, got a bit, well, 34 years old, this came out in 87. You think they'd tart it up a bit and get rid of all the slowdown and lag, but... Right, top tip here, don't worry about anything else, concentrate on that heart, boom. There you go, 10, that 10 million? Yeah, 10 million straight off the bat. Now the original version, and certainly on the arcade archives, this would loop back round. You'd get a little bit of that, and then that'd be... These are the programmers. So they'd go through this, then it goes straight back into the game with that score. Yay! Brilliant. Johnny, you seen that message from the other way? Brilliant. You see the top tips are in the game, in the book, kind of. See, you got the end, then it should loop straight back into the game. Does it do that? Does it fudge? Or as I would say, arse candles. But that is the Japanese version. This is quite a nice touch, I thought. They put the yeah, Johnny, I'm intrigued to see what your top tips are going to be in the book. So here we go, you got like, a bit of history behind the games. Does Gryza get a mention in this? I think it does somewhere. Where's the trivia section? Ah, how many different... okay. Contra Japan, how many differences can you find? Oh yeah, that was... so yeah, nice little touch up, but... Now, I know for a fact the Contra Hardcore, the Japanese version, which is on here, is easier due to the fact it contains, rather than one hit, you've got a life bar, well, 3 hits. Brownie, yeah, my favourite character, a little robot. It's guess which route I take on here, because obviously, see, you got all the 3 bars there where you can take a hit. I am going back to play the, I will play the American version of this. 1 hit. And this is the country that wouldn't give us the original Super Mario Brothers 2 because they claimed it was too hard for us. Yeah, they've got Contra, which is famous for being hard, and theirs is watered down. I suppose they need the extra lives because they're too busy with their fucking school books. Don't stay in school till they're 22 or something in Japan. Madness. Right, okay. The European version of this, the differences are obviously it's Probotector. In fact, I'll put it on now. All the characters. We'll play it on the normal speed, the American speed. Every character is now being turned into a robot. So the guy that's introduced in the battle. Where's Brownie now? CX4. There he is, the guy with a moustache and beard. It's the same game, whatever you look at it, really, just a few. There's a game called Blazing Chrome, which is almost like an unofficial sequel to this game. Occasionally I stream it, it's not a bad game at all. Yeah, you say I make them look easy. I think it's just playing for so many years. This is my favourite genre, the original running game games, definitely. This and scrolling beat 'em ups, it was a staple back when I was a kid. And there I go, I fucked up. Like I say, if this was a Japanese version, that would have been one hit. Carry on, no life lost. One of my favourite games is Cannon Fodder. I don't own a copy of that. I do on Raspberry Pi. It's not that. It needs to be played with a mouse properly on a PC. Money weren't so tight, I'd probably get myself a decent game of Alienware. That's what I'd like. Proper Alienware laptop. One of those decent. Is it Razer, the company that make their big joysticks and stuff? They use some great gaming mice. Yeah, quite a poignant touch as well. You got the characters as they die and that. You've got the at the end of the level. There's like a scream of poppies and. Bit of a choker, really, isn't it? Right, this is the first time they've actually let a human, I'm giving away a plot of the game, a human form in a Probotector game. I'm going to rescue the research centre. Wow. It's a lot of money. A lot of money. That's why I say, you know, emulation, you've got people that knock it and that. At the same time, without it, there's a lot of these games that just pass me by. I'd never get to see them. Never get to see them. Well, I honestly think without emulation there'd be a lot of games completely resigned to history, we'll never see the light of day again. So yeah, as much as I'm in the camp, yeah, I'll champion hardware and original hardware and original games. As a game player, that's what it's all about for me, playing the games. I don't want it sat on a shelf collecting dust. GX 120 I reckon there, Johnny, gotta be. At least. That depends if the crap behind the desk knows the value of certain games. Sometimes you'll get someone in CX asking a Scooby what they're But when I look at them and they're selling like mobile phones for like 120 quid, and you think, well, it was probably someone's contract phone, a couple of years old, knackered anyway. Now, using continue here already. Nah, well, you know what? I'm gonna go like that. Play the American version just so. Yeah, just the American version. Yeah, I think, Johnny, what they do now, they got like, you know, like you got the clippings in Retro Gamer magazine. It'll give you like a rarity sheet. You had like, so take the Amstrad for example. You've got like Renegade, Target Renegade, Renegade 3, it'll show either Renegade's a common game, not worth that much to buy. Renegade in a big box original, imagine, worth a lot more, you know, and they probably got like a, and it'll probably show eBay listings as well. They've got Google there, they can work stuff out now. Before you should get some little kid on Saturday morning, yeah, alright, 15 quid, that'll do, stick it out there. I mean, people used to complain about that computer shop. We had what was called Pink Planet down the road, and they used to moan about the prices there. And I'm thinking, well, really? You go to CEX, you'd be paying double for some of this stuff. Yeah, charity shops used to be a great place to look for. Car boot sales are probably the place to go if you want to get some decent prices. As long as it's not a regular sale, you know, if it's someone that's just there on the off chance to shift some old stuff. It's a regular salesperson there. Best bargain I ever got at a car boot sale, and my partner can verify this, a working Game Boy, complete with a battery cover on the back, and a copy of Tetris, 25 pence. So 25p, you didn't mean 25p, she goes, no, 25p, I thought I'm getting rid of it, this woman did. She had no clue about the value of it. I handed her a 50 pence piece and said to her, keep the change. I felt guilty. It felt like, yeah, felt like I was robbing her. My other half couldn't believe it. She goes, are you sure? Not 25 quid, you know? And I go, well, we had to double check. Should have knocked it down to 15 pence. Fucking hell. What can you get for 25p? That wouldn't even get you the replacement battery cover if you had to book it, buy it on eBay. Oh, madness, isn't it? And the screen wasn't burnt, weren't scratched. There was wear and tear from like minor scratching on the actual Game Boy itself, but nothing. It barely been touched. £25. Fucking hell. Oh, hackling down. I wish I had a go at that now. I'm not sure what the case is, if it was like belonged to a relative that she was pissed off with or something, I don't know. Wasn't it the guy that used to be, oh, what was his name? Tim Rickshaw. He played that guy in Balls of Steel, Mr. Ian Appropriate. Now he was chatting up Jodie Marsh. I think he gave her a number or something. So his wife, he got home to find out his wife had sold his, what car was he at? He had a, oh, what did he have? I can't remember what, a little sports car anyway. She sold it on eBay for a buy it now price of 75 pence. I think it might be a Lotus actually. Yeah. Yeah, Tim Rickshaw, the guy. Oh, he got a name then, Dead Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he go? Cotton Eye Joe, weren't it? Now, what's the time? It's getting quite dark now. Oh, 8:15 gone, yeah. Yeah, I'm going after Dead Eye Joe. Fuck the research centre. The security guard isn't doing his job there, and you know, he deserved to be robbed. That spaceship in the background, when you kill so many of these enemies, you watch it for bad driving. It's like me on the buses. Crashes straight into a building, boom. There we go. Lost a bus depot. Don't think they ever forgive me for that, you know. That shitty letter I got from Gloucester City Council about wrecking the listed building. Managed to crash a double decker. And do you know what my current ride is at the moment? I've given up with the car. I'm on an e-scooter, one of those electric scooters. I've been using it for work and back. I've got my own parking space at work in the factory and everything. Oh, Ray. Thought his name was CX1. I'm about a mile and a half down the road, so I'm doing 3 miles a day. I only have to charge that thing once a week. It's hilarious. The amount of fuel money that's going to save me after 6 months is paid for itself. The little runs in the cars, eats quite a lot of fuel, that. Especially in winter when I've got to warm the engine. Mainly on the road, but there are cycle tracks when I get nearer work anyway. I wouldn't even dream of taking up on the path, that's asking for trouble. But the reason I'm getting away with it, because we've got like they got the scooter cycle scheme on the go in Gloucester, and mine looks pretty much like one of the rental ones anyway. It's called a Pure Air Pro, it's a big model actually. And for slightly fatter people like myself, so it can take up to 120 kilo, up to 19 stone. And it's fully waterproof, so I can use it in the rain. What with our company being Japanese, companies seem to be encouraging it. They give a few of the lads that work their own hard yoles just to keep them out of sight. No. Probably eat a tyre sinking there with donuts. Rick Waller. Wonder what he's doing these days. Probably stacking shelves in Sainsbury's. Oh, Jeffrey off Rainbow, that's what he ended up doing. Right, Johnny, it's getting a bit dark in here. I'm going to turn the light on for a minute. There we go. There was another Contra game called Hardcore Uprising, which came out on PS3 and Xbox 360. If you ever get the chance to play it, definitely look at it. It's a brilliant game. Quite often overlooked as well, I thought. Needs to be and they could easily do another Contra game, another Contra collection, but I don't know how it would fit because it's not a Konami game. It's Atlas that does the I think they do Guilty Gear series, a lot of the in fact they co-own the Double Dragon license at the moment with a company called Million. Yes. Yes, Yellow Belly. The as far as I know, they do. It's retained everything from the original version of the game. Like I say, never tarted these games up. All sprite flickers there, or just think there might be infinity frames, invulnerability frames, whatever, iframes they call them. And the reason I use this character, Brownie, he's got a smaller hitbox, so it does make the game a lot easier, this character. He's got a double jump move as well, which is quite useful when you're not double jumping in front of an enemy. Don't we all? They normally cost extra. Around Gloucester on the traffic lights anyway. Certain area called Barton Street is Britain's most, it's not being racist, multicultural area. It's just about Ukrainian, Pakistani, Polish, Sri Lankan, Indonesia, every country in the world in this one strip in Gloucester. But you go there on a Friday, any time after 7 o'clock, 7:30 on a Friday night, you've got young women, I mean really young, if you got your window open, they come over to the car, you start trying to lean in front of your wife or whatever, trying to offer the goods, you're like, get fucked. Nightmare area. And then they'll be boasting, I got the tiniest one here, you know, you can have fun with me. And I'm like, no, you're alright though. It's terrible. It is the one area of Gloucester you've got to go through with your windows done up, all doors locked, and if you stop, just don't make eye contact with anyone. Certainly after that, dangerous area. Bloke got stabbed to death with a blade or a knife. It was about like a Rambo knife outside of Buckets, and the video was on YouTube. It was circulating, well, not on YouTube, Facebook, circulating the messages. I'd seen it and I thought, yeah, I recognise the area and all that. And later emerged, the guy died later in hospital about 6 weeks after. So the guy was up for ABH, became, well, murder. And it was over £10 of all things. It fucking killed a bloke over £10. Fuck, if you knew what it was about, you'd stick a tenner there, just stick the blade away, mate. Here you go, have your money and just fuck it. Yeah, you wouldn't want to be there, Yellow, honestly. It's just the fucking roughest place in the world. I mean, you know what? Next time I'm driving through Barton Street, I'll get some dash cam footage for I will go there any given day, like a Sunday afternoon. It's like a ghetto over there. From where I am now, it's about 3 miles away. Alright. It's quite romantic after dark. Romantic to the highest bidder. Well, in most cases, any takers. I think some of them, it'd be like a Rolls Royce to some of them, honestly. It's like my mate Russ, he brought his new girlfriend home to meet the family one Sunday afternoon and have dinner there. Wife was fucking furious. I've been divorced about 6 years since then. Yeah, Russ Higgins, if you're watching this video, congratulations. 6 years now, isn't it, that divorce? 6 years, May, March. That young minister he brought to dinner, though, nice looking woman. They split up shortly afterwards. Joking, by the way, that never really happened. Not like that anyway. I just got wrecked there. Right, okay, one more crack at it. Johnny, I'd get mugged at the first traffic light, honestly. Not only would it take me hog, it'd take me boots, motorcycle, sunglasses. And it'd be quite possible it'd be a bollock naked Russian who'd kick me off the bike. Austrian, sorry. Off the scooter. Yeah, Johnny, that'd be a start for 10, mate, you know. If you're lucky, you'll only get stabbed the once. Right, I know this guy's attack pattern, and yet again I'm getting absolutely smashed by him. What the fucking hell am I doing? Right, let's have a look at another Contra game, shall we? What we played so far, we've done... The only one I haven't really played tonight. Ooh, NES Contra. Mad Rampage was cock and balls out. You know what? That looks like that looks like one of the headlines on Gloucester Live. Yeah, that's better. Hang on. Frame. Ah, right, okay. Oh, they weren't messing around when they made this game. It blatantly Predator, Aliens, clearly the inspiration for the Contra series. I've got to say though, as much as I like these games, that the early ones not pretty in any way, shape or form. After playing the Mega Drive and the SNES Contra games, it feels like your character's trudging through mud, it really does. Right, so now it's candle day out here, I'll tell you. And this bit here is different to where the NES cuts off after the helicopter. You don't get this little section here before you go into the main part of level 2. That's what I do like about this collection, the inclusion of NES and in an ideal world you've seen the they'd have added the Amstrad version. Also, NES Pro Protector, that was another game missing, the Pro Protector games. I say, it would just be nice to have added it as part of this collection. Then again, I think it leaves it open for a second collection of Contra games. Neo Contra and Shattered I can't fucking talk now. Neo Contra and Shattered Soldier would have been a good, great additions to the Contra series. Yeah. Well, recently they did that with Turrican, didn't they, on the PS4? FC Denog was playing it the other day. Well, I say, I don't think the Amstrad versions are on there, but it's the Amiga and both the Amiga games. Mega Turrican and Mega and Super Turrican, which are obviously Mega Drive and Super Nintendo respectively. If I remember rightly, C64 Turrican was pretty decent. Sorry, Yellow, got to big up the Commodore on that one, mate. Ooh, smart bomb. I think a lot of the thing is though, Johnny, a lot of the source code for these games are probably now out of not out of print, what's the word? It would have to be emulated from almost obsolete stuff like the original, like Bleem or whatever, from some of the early emulators which were a bit ropey. Got there. Yeah, what I did there, if you lose a life there, you've got a few infinite iframes, so you can just stand on top of the top bloke and gun him away straight away. That's a top tip, it's not cheating really. Yeah, Specky Turrican. I don't think I actually played it. When I first saw it, I remember it looked pretty good though. But you know, as a gamer, looks, as you well know, don't mean anything. I bought Alien Colonial Marines on PS3 years ago, when it first came out. On looks alone, it looked brilliant from what I'd seen of it. But it was an absolute bag of dog turds. The RetroPie's coming out tomorrow. I'm gonna try. I want to be able to stream it. I've got to work out how to. I'm gonna have to do some fighting around with a laptop and get a camera up and running. Oh shit! Yeah, you can only continue so many times on this. That's my performance there, BAD. Okay. 88, so this came out exactly a year after the original. Yeah, and you have to basically put a lot of faith in the reviewer, which has long been established. Some of them are on the take, you know. Games companies bug them a few quid, yeah, say this is good for us. Or in many cases, take them out for like a pub lunch. There's a Plowman's, a few pints. Yeah, great game. Stick 87% on the packet. Yeah, that'll do. And reality was, Johnny, it was like games were half finished, rushed or whatever, and didn't even go to a tester, let alone get reviewed properly. To be honest, if I was a reviewer back then, I wouldn't be so innocent. Someone offered me a pub lunch and a Plowman's, whatever, and a couple of pints of cider, happy days. Unless you're, you know, really out to make a career in computer game journalism, you'd one of the earliest journalists I remember taking as gospel, and to be fair, was 99% right up, was Julian Rignall from Computer and Video Games magazine. He went on to make Mean Machines after. I don't recall he ever giving a duff review. He's gone back and looked at some of his reviews, said what he'd change about them now in retrospect, but I think 9.9% of the time he was pretty much spot on with the games. I think when Games Master, the TV show, came along, that sort of opened up, you know, people up to the idea that you'd have to go into a shop to look at games to see them running properly to get a proper idea what the game's about. Like Sonic the Hedgehog 2, main complaint about that game at the time, too short. People bought it and completed it within a day. But Sonic the Hedgehog, what, you know, the longevity ended up being some high scores. Same goes with games like this though. Back then it wasn't about like an ending, it was Johnny, I've got literally 200 copies of Retro Gamer magazine in the cupboard next to me. It's the only one I've been reading over the years, but lately that's got a bit, it's gone downhill. That's nothing to do with the magazine itself, it's the publishers have changed. It used to be Future Publishers, it's gone to a company called Magazines Direct. And for some reason they can't get an order right. I've heard they tried taking a year's subscription in one hit. And on occasion they sent out too many copies of the same magazine, so I end up with 2 copies of in 1 month, you know. Right, they haven't billed me for 2 copies. It's not the point. It means they're not listening to, they're not taking orders seriously. So now, cancelling a subscription, I'm going to have to go and physically get it from Tesco. Not hardship, my missus is in there all the time like that. The reason I bought the subscription version is you get a different cover to what you get in the shops. More often than not, they're better looking covers, so I'm trying to explain to Mrs. if I was to sell these magazines on, the subscription ones will go quicker. Oh. Annihilated there. Oh well. Yeah, have a look at the NES version of this. It's a completely different beast. Well, there's a magazine for Super Nintendo. Super Play. That was a brilliant magazine. Mean Machines for Sega. Crash was no, get this right. Crash was a C64 mag, and was that right? And Zap was Spectrum, or I've got that. I can't remember. Basically, we like Abstract Action. Yeah. Often or not, you get like a freebie on the cover. One year, I remember one of the magazines packed in a brilliant calendar. It might have been CMVG actually. And it was a freebie, no extra charge. Yeah, that was right. And Zap was Zap 64. Did Crash start the craze with the cover tape, or was it Abstract Action? I can't remember. I think it was a Specky one that first came with a cover tape on a monthly basis. Yeah, this is where this level ends here. Yeah. Yeah, we had the Pro Protector version over it. I did have the NES, and I had Pro Protector 1 and 2. Oh, for God's sake, picked up that shit you have then. Right, we'll do attack with that. Oh, just got sprayed with his love. Ew. Johnny, are you going to do a retro recollection at all? I reckon you'd be great on there, mate. Banner was brilliant last night. Just surprising how, you know, how similar a person's taste can be, you know. And I didn't really know much about Anna before that. Yeah, that's fair enough, mate, you know. Look at this, Johnny. You see what I'm stood between? Does this look like two Nintendo Wiis next to each other? You don't think they got the design from the Contra 2, do you? Right, move on. I'm overthinking stuff here. Here they are again. Now I've said that, that is all I will see, a Nintendo Wii. Right, if we can kill the green bastard at the back here, quickly. Right. Oh, fucking hell. It don't quite work like the arcade version. Right, one more on this. Ooh. Bugger off, bugger off, bugger off. Oh. Can't go that way. I don't collect the laser on this version, it just looks like a giant what's it. Right, I'm not going to try anything too funky here. Just steam in, do what I can, get out. Or maybe just get shot dead. Johnny, mate, that's it for me tonight, mate. I'm going to get ready, I'm going to have a quick beer and settle in, I think. I'm on Marbles Thursday night, so I'll see you there, mate, alright? Have a good week, Johnny. See you Thursday then, mate. Well, I say that, I might be on tomorrow night. You know what, I'll probably stream tomorrow night. I've got a week off, really. I've only got a bit of training in the mornings. See you tomorrow if you're about, Johnny. And you Yellow Belly, if you can hear me. Have a good one, lads.